Hi everybody. I am Alex. I am executive kitchen chef for USA for Ladurée and also director area for West Coast for Ladurée. And Fabien on my side is a pastry chef for the West Coast Los Angeles for Ladurée also. And it was very interesting to have everybody from Zoom here because like this we can explain about us, our company in Los Angeles, because now we are also in Beverly Hills and we have opened a vegan restaurant last September. Donc we changed radically the restaurant with a vegan option. And Fabien on my side, I create chef, I create pastry totally vegan, viennoiserie totally vegan, and we spend a partnership with Mathieu Kiné for have also some savory parts for the plant-based option.
Alexandre, sorry to interrupt. Can you speak a little louder? The volume's a little low. Can you speak a little louder?
Of course.
Yeah,
Can you hear
thank
me?
you. Yes.
Yes. Okay, as I said, we are, for people doesn't know about Ladurée, we are a French company based in New York and Los Angeles, also in Miami and Washington. We are making a macaron, French little sweetness, and some pastry. It's the main business we do actually, with also some bakery and some candies and everything. And we have also a restaurant parts in Beverly Hills and the Grove for Los Angeles, but also in New York, in a different place like Soho and Madison. Actually, we are closing the restaurant because it's not easy with the pandemic, but we are very grateful and very lucky because the Beverly Hills Chamber and Beverly City help us really nicely for try to open a terrace on the parklet, on the sidewalk, to try to increase the business, and this is very interesting. Honestly, we are very lucky for that. It's not easy every day, but it will be very nice. Donc we try to change also some business model. Fabien will start soon and we speak about this for the pastry class. We will do some pastry class by Zoom for corporate people or for a group of friends or anything. So it will be very interesting. And he explained a little bit about the recipe we propose and how will be everything for the next.
Okay, so hi everyone, I'm Fabien from the Pastry Chef for Ladurée. So we used to do in-person pastry class in our kitchen in Los Angeles. So now it's a little bit harder. So what we do now, it's we do everything on Zoom. So we have different recipe and different package. So basically we ship you all the ingredients you need to realize the recipe. Just have to order it on ladureeus.com. And after you will receive an invitation to follow the class on Zoom. So it's a small class from 6 to 8 people. And each participant will receive enough to make about 6 pastries. And so you can make it with your family or friends, and it's really easy to make. So we do everything together from scratch, and I will explain everything to you, answer all your questions. The class is about an hour and a half. So it's really easy. You don't need so much equipment, just your own oven, KitchenAid mixer or something similar, and few fresh products. Like we cannot ship you raspberry or fresh fruit, so you have to find it. But we'll explain everything when you want to. If people are interested, we will explain everything you need to order, everything you will receive in the package, everything you will need to order on the side to have everything ready, and will be fun and really easy for you.
Yeah. For the pastry class, like explained Fabien, donc we do a really private kind of private group, maximum to 8, because we try to the chef try to follow step by step with the people, because it's very important, because we do one of the famous pastry we produce here in Ladurée. The name is Ispahan, and it's very important to follow all the steps. But we have also doing in New York another pastry class with I don't remember the name, the group of the French class
Fiaf.
With the FIAF. We do also a meeting with 70 people, but this is different thing. We cannot follow exactly with everybody step by step, but we're doing a kind of lesson, pastry lesson, or everybody can learn about the pastry, and this we can do till 70, 80 people, but it's not exactly the same process, and we don't send any ingredients, it's just only a lesson. This also it's a possibility we can look. It's very nice business actually. It's we try to use the new tools about communication like Zoom, or it's very interesting for us to develop the business. And it's very grateful we can find this opportunity. A lot of chefs start to do this, and we try to do this about the pastries, because it's very important for us to develop another kind of business. It's working well. And we will try to do also maybe later different recipe, try to do a different recipe, yes, about classic recipe or plant-based recipe. But we will see that step by step everything will come. And we are waiting always the permit for reopen the terrace in Northbury Drive, but we will hope soon to open the restaurant part in Beverly Hills, where we can propose the breakfast plant-based, the dish plant-based and everything. Actually, it's open only for the retail parts, but we are waiting and hope to have as soon as the restaurant part will be open again. Voila. I hope everything it's clear. We can explain properly. We have a very strong French accent, so it's not easy to speak, but I hope you understand everything. If you have some question.
Yeah, does anyone have any questions for them? No? Okay, well, I'll ask a question. Do you guys have like a favorite item on your menu, each of you?
Yeah, for me, the Plaisir Sucré, so it's hazelnut and milk chocolate pastry. So it's three classic pastries that we used to have since a while in Ladurée. We made it now plant-based last year for just only, so it's exclusive from Beverly Hills, and was really interesting. And so now we have the classic and the plant-based option. So it's really interesting, and you should try the vegan version. It's really great.
Yeah. And for the savory part, it's one thing. So I was surprised is to doing omelets without eggs. It was very impressive to create this kind of recipe. It's very amazing. It's very good. It's tasty. And yes, the omelette can do an omelette without eggs. It was very, very. Everybody is very surprising by the flavors and by the texture. If we know all the flavors of eggs, but honestly, it's very incredible to have practically no difference between a real omelette and the vegan one. And honestly, it's one of my best dish we can have on the menu in the Beverly.
Got it. And Birgit Muller, she was wondering, do you guys do private events in the garden?
Alors, for the Groove, yes, we have a little garden when we can have a private event, because we're doing one in 2 weeks. We can privatize the little garden in the Grove. In Beverly Hills, it's different because actually we have no terrace, and it will not be easy to have people on the terrace. It will not be possible for Beverly Hills, or very complicated, and with a minimum people, 10 maximum. But for the Grove, yes, we can have easily, if I remember, it's 25 to 30 people. but actually with a restriction, it's complicates. No, I will say 20 sure, but after we can always adjust. But it's possible, yes.